Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to clean up a rusty cast iron pan and season it. The first step I like to do is this rusty is to put on a pair of gloves because it is get kind of dirty on you. So what you want to do is you want to take a nice wire brush, just an older one, you don't want to use a fresh one or anything like that. And you're going to want to scrub it down real good and get every little rust flake off. Just really get in there. It's already rusty. I know it feels a little sacrilegious to scrub down a cast iron pan with a wire brush, but this is sometimes just what you have to do. Just get in there, get every little bit off, get the edges, get the corners, get the back side. You want to get the legs and everything. If you don't do this, you're just wasting your time when you oil it. And after you get all this done, what you're going to do is you're want to use some vegetable oil or some bacon grease or any type of grease or oil that you would typically cook with. Don't use motor oil. I'm just using some plain old vegetable oil. I got it at a big store, no big deal. And I'm just gonna do is since it needs so much, I'm just gonna pour it on in there. Take my glove and smear it around. You're gonna need quite a lot of it. Just really get in there. Get across every surface. It's gonna need a lot, especially with a pan this rusty. Typically, when you're cooking, of course, when it's cast iron pan, after you're done, you want to coat with a little bit of oil, but it doesn't need that much, just a little bit to maintain that seasoning. With this kind of case, that oil is gonna soak in, and sometimes you're gonna have to do multiple coats with this stuff. It just depends on the condition of the pan and everything. Like I said, get every edge. As you see why I'm wearing gloves now. You can do this barehanded, of course, no big deal. But I prefer to wear a pair of gloves just so I don't get it, because it can be a little difficult to get off your hands afterwards when you're using this much. Just a little bit, whatever, no big deal. I'm just really getting in there, getting every little surface. Getting around the little eye hooks and everything. You can see to the right, it's kind of hard to see with my, and you'll see the handle for it. I'll come back and get it later. Now what I'm doing is I'm grabbing a paper towel and just absorbing the big puddles. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on a grill. And you're going to want to get nice and super hot. Yeah, I'm just taking that over to the trash can. Don't want to keep that around. Now make sure you dispose of that properly. It is a fire hazard. So either you're going to take that trash immediately, or you will, like say, you could burn it in a fire pit, preferably outside. Now the grill you'll see in just a second, I have it outside in the driveway. I will warn you one thing: you will spill oil when doing this. So depending on your grill, I'm just using a small little portable grill. But you are going to get oil on the ground. You might want to do it over your grass, but be aware of the fire hazard of catching the grass on fire. And yes, I'm lighting the grill with a propane torch because it's easy. This is a simple little $20 grill I got at a big box store. It's pretty much just used for products in the garage, or sometimes I use it for actually grilling stuff in the garage. And what you want to do is you just can take your pan and place it on top. And remember, like I said, it is greasy and slimy. So I'm still wearing my gloves. You just place it on top. Since I'm basically, the main part you want to get is the inside, because that's the bad part. And so you want to get that hot mainly. And you also can see I'm going to come back and put some more vegetable oil on the bottom. One reason I'm doing it now versus later is right now the pan is not hot. And so I'm going to put on a big thick layer across all the legs and the back. I'm going to want to go ahead and use my gloves to keep it from getting all over the place. And I had to get a little bit more, not a whole lot. But I always want to lather it on. Don't be skimpy with it. And what you're going to want to do, you're just going to let that sit for quite some time. Now there is going to be a decent bit of smoke coming up. It's going to get very hot to the touch. So if, I don't know if you noticed or not, I put out some safety triangles around the grill. That's just to make sure no one accidentally walks up and grabs it. Now I'm going to go ahead and take care of the handle and clean her up. Just to get some really bad rust spots on it, some big flakes. So it's going to take a good hard scrubbing. Really get around that joint. Because that's going to need to get a lot of oil in there to keep it oiled and working good for a long time. If the pan's ever really thin, you might not want to worry about it. But this pan, it's all pretty much just surface rust. So it just needs a good hard cleanup. I'm not going to show you me seasoning the handle here because it doesn't really need as bad of a treatment as the other guy does. But I want to show that anything else needs cleaning up. So after it's set on the grill for a while, got nice and hot, you want to grab it and flip it over. You can see, and now it's very hot. That's why I'm using a paper towel right now. Get it kind of centered. Now what I'm going to do is just let it sit for another long period of time. Nothing special. Get nice and hot. And you do sometimes need to add a little more oil. And just to get it smeared around, use a paper towel. You're not going to want to use any gloves at this point because your glove will melt. And you just want to get in there. And what you want to do, you can leave the oil in there or take it out. It's your choice. But I'm just taking it around and getting another nice coat on it. And you see it's still smoking up. You can see the oil, even that is poured in, is smoking up. So you're essentially burning and baking the oil into the pan. Again, dispose this paper towel properly. Now I have let it go for a very long time. I flipped it over a couple more times off camera, and I'm just gonna go ahead and take it off and wipe out some excess oil. It's not too big a deal, but you want to get the majority of it off. You will see a couple stains in the concretes, which is, I told you will get it on the stuff. And turn off our propane tank. I'm venting the gas real quick. You'll see I put up a couple safety cones. There are some kids in the neighborhood that come over and about. So I just want to make sure they don't come near while I'm doing this. And that pan's going to be hot for a very long time. Just let it sit and rest. And it will look good. You might do second coat if needed. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Bye.